A very pleasant good afternoon. Welcome once again to the People's Forum of In the Streets with Big Stone. It is reported today, ladies and gentlemen, that the body of 59-year-old Linton Stevenson, the former clergyman that was a suspect in the Igloo case, has been found. The police are reporting that they found the decomposing body of Linton Stevenson, the man suspected of murdering a woman and putting her body in a cooler box last week in Manchester. According to a report from the Police Corporate Communication Unit, CCU, investigators have since launched an investigation surrounding the death of the 59-year-old who is of a Bloomfield Circle address in the parish. Police reportedly found his body about 3:45 p.m. after lawmen went to the house in search of him. Lawmen reported last week that the body of 25-year-old was found on the back seat of a car in a cooler box on the Winston Jones Highway. Police said a nude body had what appeared to be cuts to the back and front of the neck and face. Stevenson was later named as a suspect and was asked to turn himself in. The suspect, who was said to also be a deacon at the Mandeville Seventh-day Adventist Church, had been on parole for killing his wife in St. Mary and was wanted for assault and illegal possession of firearm. It is very sad to know that his life went that way, ladies and gentlemen, because whenever there is a crime, whenever there is a murder, whenever there is a killing, I don't feel too good about it because it is a life lost. But let's go back to this young lady. I read in the newspaper that when she wanted to move out from her family home, when she just turned 25 years old, her father begged her repeatedly and told her that she was not ready yet for the outside world. Take some time off, think about what you're doing before you go out on your own. And guess what? She insisted that she wanted to be on her own. The funny part about her action, ladies and gentlemen, was the fact that once she moved out of her parents' home, she didn't want to maintain contact with her parents. How the parents learned that she's okay at times was to have other relatives call her phone before she would answer. Was something wrong at the house as she was? I doubt it. Peer pressure is something that haunts a lot of youngsters, especially in the early teen, late teen, into the early 20s and so on. So I think more or less peer pressure had her. Maybe she wanted to have her little boyfriend. Maybe she just wanted to do things on her own. But sometimes it is best for those who are listening to just follow mama and follow papa. Spend some time at your house first. Save up some money. Make sure you're in a good job. You finish your school. And if you want to move out on your own, then you're entitled to do that. We lost two people. We lost a person that was a suspect in a shooting, and we also lost this beautiful little girl. Ironically, her father was also a deacon. He remembered his daughter so well because he said he was the one who actually baptized his little girl. He was the one that actually baptized the little girl. So when this little girl started to talk like she wanted to be out of the home that she grew up with, and he tried to talk to her repeatedly, but just couldn't stop her from doing what she really wanted to do. After all, she's a grown woman at age 25. I actually moved out of my parents' home when I was 18, when I became a police officer. Ladies and gentlemen, this is indeed a very sad story. I'm glad it is over with because we didn't want him out there trying to hurt other women. There's suspicion of poison. Maybe he poisoned himself, maybe the pressure was too much for him. It is in the streets that maybe he drank poison and poisoned himself to death. But ladies and gentlemen, like I say, pay attention to your children. Try and speak to your children. Talk to your children, because guess what? The long and short of it, you're the only person that really care about your children. I know other family members do, but mama and papa, the one that brought this life into being, and they really love and protect it and care about this little girl, they really did care about their daughter. That's all I have to say, ladies and gentlemen. Just kind of keeping you abreast of what is happening and reporting that the deacon, the former deacon, that was on the run for suspicion of murder is no more. Thank you very much for watching, and I do hope you can have a great day. Thank you.